But I will tell you, there's one question that is the best question I've ever been asked, and I encourage investors to ask this particular question in all my writings and podcasts or whatever, in my talks. Is that I tell investors they should ask the company or the owner or whoever they're talking to, what's the biggest mistake they've made as an investor?
All right.
And how do you protect me from making that same mistake? And that's telling, because that's if somebody tells you they haven't made any mistakes, well, then you probably aren't dealing with the right people. And if they give you a mistake like, well, I set my rent too low one time on a property, that's horrible. That's not even a mistake. You want to know that somebody can get real with you and get, and open and be honest. And when they do, then okay, now I'm dealing with the right person.
Well, you just set yourself up for the next question, right?
Well, yeah.
All right, Chris, let's hear it. We're intelligent investors. We want to impress you. Let us know, as an investor, what do you think is the biggest mistake you've made, and how are you going to protect us from that?
Well, in mine, right after I bought that first house, I owned a company. I was in the grocery industry, as I said earlier, and I was making a lot of money. Doing very well. And I sat down and I set out a plan for myself, and my plan was I wanted to own 10 properties.
Okay.
And I wanted to own them free and clear.
Right.
And so I bought each property. I remember specifically telling my wife that the first property I bought was for our son. It was his college education.
Okay.
We put it on a 15-year note.
Right.
He was 3 years old at the time.
Yeah.
So we'd have it paid off when he was 18.
Nice. Very
nice.
So
10 properties. Okay, 10 properties. That was my plan. My biggest mistake I ever made was I got greedy.
Oh.
I thought I was a much better investor than I was. Before I knew it, I looked up.
Yeah.
I remember a transaction. I bought 10 houses in one day.
Whoa.
From Washington Mutual. They financed.
Yeah.
Get these terms. They financed 95% of the purchase price.
Wow.
All I had to do was put 5% down plus closing costs. And I closed on 10 properties in one day.
Wow.
And before I knew it, I looked up and I had 54 houses.
Oh, wow.
Okay? And remember, my plan was 10.
Right.
So I had all the insurance, all the taxes, all the paperwork. I was inundated, and I couldn't keep up with it. I was not happy. My business began to fail because I was putting too much attention towards the real estate that I owned.
Right.
And so my biggest mistake was I had a plan and I didn't follow it.
Right.
And I had no one there to guide me and help me.
Right.
And so when I talk to investors today, that's the very first thing I do.